Hi vegetables, I'm hoping today's video is going to be a little bit shorter. I realize I have a tendency to yap and it's like very long, and I'm trying to like finish the last 50 pages of the book that I started reading yesterday. So I'm currently reading Seven of Hearts by Maggie Gates. I'm also holding the phone with my hands, so I'm being basically a human tripod. I'm trying to see if it's better than actually using my tripod, because sometimes that thing gives me a hassle figuring out the angles. But I'm currently in my garden space on the camp chair. I'm sitting in a space where the sun doesn't shine on me because it likes to do like a peekaboo. And I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to get dark, excuse if there are external sounds here. I'm only going to be able to determine how it sounds when I'm editing it. So if it's horrible, excuse me. Yeah, but those are literally the vibes. It's 4 o'clock, festivals, and I have not eaten today. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Am I trying to starve myself? Am I trying to find a waste? What am I doing? I need to go and eat soon, but I want to really finish my book, because when I eat, I want to start watching a show or start a new book. So let me get to it. I might actually take time to finish the book, because one thing about me, I get distracted when I reach the tail end of a book. So yeah. When I say that the sun just is trying to locate me, it's trying to change, like turn me into a shade darker than I really am. I said, why are you doing that? I'm like, you see, I'm going to have to move the camp chair. I'm going to have to move it. Like, it's so stingy. It can't let me have my moment. This was the perfect lighting. Like, sir, ma'am, not now. Like, remove yourself today, possibly. Because it's frantic right now. I really have to move. So, me and my camp chair have to switch locations. Now this is what I'm talking about. Also, is it just me that like every time I open like my book app to like you read on my like read the e-reader, the ebook, whatever it's called, every time I see my other books, my eye wanders. I'm such a mood reader that I'm just like, I want to read this. So I only have 50 pages left of this book. So I know, like, let me just get to it and finish it. And then I can read the book that just caught my eye. Also, don't let me go to Book Talk. Don't let me go to Bookstagram. Because the moment that I see other books, my eye will wander and I will abandon the book that I just want to start now and read something else. But I really want to read When We Burn by Kristen Proby. I don't even remember what the blurb of the book is. I'll have to go into my books completely blind. I don't remember what the blurb is, festivals, but it just feels like it's gonna be a hella good time, and I love me a good time. But let me finish the book now. I've distracted myself enough. So me somewhere right now, they think they think I was deranged because I'm smiling at like a screen reading my words. I'm just like, oh my God, this man, what? And then in the same breath, I'm like, what is that smell? Disgusting. Them disgusting shit. Which literally, that is exactly what I'm smelling. Feces. We don't have any pets in my house, right? Mother Dearest doesn't want. She doesn't have. We don't have pets. Also, I'm deathly scared of animals, even though I do want to have a pet. But like, because like in where we stay, like a lot of my neighbors have like cats and dogs. But I mostly have, it's mostly dogs. The cats love to fat and sit, like make themselves comfortable in our house because they're not terrorized by other dogs. And I'm just like, child, you better not. Now my perfectly green grass smells like manure. And I'm like, it's ruining my skin. But let me keep smiling at my book, because that puts me in a better mood than smelling animal feces. Okay, so I just finished Seven of Hearts by Maggie Gates. Here's the book. Oh my goodness, everything is conspiring against me. It does not want me to give you guys a review, and I'm someone who talks with like my hands, so that's why I wanted to, but guess I'm gonna just have to move like this. I gave the book 3 stars. It had the accidental pregnancy trope, best friend's brother trope. Yeah, those were the main tropes of the book. And I can tell you that, like, as someone who loves the accidental pregnancy trope, I don't say this book would even make it into my top five, you know? I just feel like I'm an empath reader, so when both of the main characters, when they're people who are like tending, like genuinely like people pleasers, or who are striving to like, not disappoint people or saddle people with burdens, or like are generally very anxious type of people, it makes it hard for me because I am a little bit like that in my own life, and it's like reading myself, and I just get so anxious, like their feelings become my feelings and we just end up becoming one person. So it was like a little hard read in the beginning because I was trying to figure out how to deal with that. Um but overall, the story, this is when I know that I can also be horrible when I don't remember the character's names properly. But the guy's name was Logan. Um, what was the girl's name? I know he called her Honeybee. I just read this book. I literally just read this book. What is her name? Oh my goodness. I'll insert it here. Either way, basically like at Logan's sister's wedding, the book starts off as being at Logan's sister's wedding, and her name is Kylie, right? And she basically, I'm butchering this horribly. Okay, so Logan's sister is getting married, right? And the book starts us off at their wedding reception. They've just gotten married, right? And basically, Logan and the best friend are like just chilling together, and they end up getting drunk and tipsy and end up having like a one night stand, right? But turns out they've always had crushes on each other like throughout their lives, but was never communicated to each other. Weird. But either way, they end up like from that one night together, even though they did use protection, she ends up pregnant, right? And homegirl decides that she's not going to tell Logan this because Logan's whole thing has been that like he wants to reach the age of 30 without having made like colossal huge mistakes or like disappointing his family members. Because what had happened in his backstory is that his parents were like drug dealers, so they're incarcerated at the moment. So he has tried not to make it hard because his oldest sister was like the one who ended up raising and taking care of them. So he's tried not to be like a major like mess and like just a screw up. So he has this goal for himself. So Kylie, which is his sister who was getting married, tells her best friend of this. And so when she finds out she's pregnant, she says, I don't want to be the reason why his plans and his life has like failed. So I'm not gonna tell him I'm pregnant. Girl, please. Like, no matter how you try and spin it, you being selfish in that manner. And I'm so mad that they never addressed it. Like, he never addressed it. He was just like, I understand. Like, I knew what the game was when we were having the one night stand. I was just like, no. Nothing excuses someone from not telling you something that actually has direct impact on your life. Like, let me make the choice for my life. Like, you're not responsible for how the person is going to react, but let him have the option to choose what he wants to do with his life, if that makes some sense. But either way, he ends up finding out that she's pregnant because his sister, her best friend, is a big yapper mouth, and ends up like saying that, oh my gosh, yeah, she's pregnant. And literally he does the math and says that it's his kid, goes up to her house and basically confronts her, but is shocked. But because he's also kind of someone who like he needs to be in control, he doesn't handle it well. But also she ends up being like, I don't want a half-assed man, my child doesn't deserve this, I don't need you. I was just like, girl, you're coming off a little bit strong for someone who never, you guys don't know each other like that to have these conversations. But either way, they end up like deciding to be friends first and then figuring out navigating their relationship and gradually slowly falling into love. Yes, I also do think that when the sister found out that Logan was about the baby and that the best friend didn't tell her, I thought her reaction was unwarranted. Like, girly, no, be for real. You have no right to be angry like that. This has nothing to do with you. You're being incredibly selfish. Don't make this about you. But I digress. Either way, their relationship was really beautiful. I really loved how I really loved how Logan took care of her, like how he was so there and for her. I would have loved to see the dynamic or maybe flashbacks of like, because she's like, they always spoke about how much she had a hard time growing up, but they were always talking about it in passing. And I would have loved the flashbacks here so that we could have witnessed. I could have witnessed it instead of like being told what he went through, if that makes sense. But the book was still a good read. There was very heartwarming moments and good moments, but like I don't think it's a book that I would revisit. Like I give it 3 stars because yeah, it captivated me enough to hold my attention, but that's just it. Yeah, and that was the book that I read, Seven of Hearts by Maggie Gates. I don't know how to recommend it to you because I just stumbled upon it, but it was a book. I can say that I prefer. This is my second book by Maggie Gates. I would say that I prefer Dust Storm. I think that book eats down. But this book was still good and I did enjoy it, but I don't think I'd read it again. And this was just the vibes. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside, make myself some food. Yeah, let's go into the house. Vegetables. I'm thinking of, because this is gonna be my first meal of the day and it's literally like 5 p.m. Yep, 5 p.m. Excuse the lighting. I'm thinking of eating nkomazi without sugar. If you eat it with sugar, you are a serial killer and you can't convince me otherwise. So that's what I'm thinking of eating right now. Okay, so we're in the kitchen right now. Let's get out what we're gonna need. We're gonna need obviously some fresh cream. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna need nkomazi. And then finally, you know black people love to use ice cream containers as cafetines, as lunch boxes, for things to store things in. Then we're going to need some puto, which is basically pap that has been scrambled. Okay, let's get into making it. Once it's in the bowl, warm it up. I like it a little bit hot. Hi, Keith. How are you? Good. What are you up to? How was school?
Nice.
Hi, Andrea. I'm good and you?
Yeah, my first tooth is wiggling.
Your first teeth? Where is it? Let me see. Let me see. Oh my goodness. The tooth fairy is gonna come and visit you? Yeah. Okay. So I have to see. Okay. What? That was just to keep going. Now you need to shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Okay, let's finish. Sweet sound of the microwave. It's warm. Time to mix. So I finished making it. Look at it. Does this not look like a lactose intolerance nightmare? This is like dairy color. I love this so much. Let me take a taste. Superb. Can you want to taste? My baby girl wants to taste.
Hi guys.
Okay. And what do you think? Okay. That is it from us, besties. Love and light.